Hi, I'm Warwick from Harder and Steenbeck, and
in a world where art meets anarchy, a unique vehicle embarks on a transformational journey inspired by the chaos of Mad Max and the dark charm of the Joker. This isn't just a makeover, it's a masterclass in creativity and destruction. Welcome to the Joker's Fury.
thanks to @MadMax.style for their incredible Dodge Challenger, which has been wrapped and adorned with these foam spikes, which is crazy. This car's actually road legal. It gets driven around Hamburg pretty much every day. And so the mission that Andreas gave us was to get on it with the airbrush, just to kind of decay everything and make it all darker and, more rusted and more decayed, and give it a whole bunch more chaos with a bunch of bullet holes in it, and just to really try to make the car look like it had been wreaking havoc on the Fury Road. So it ended up being the most super fun week for me. I was working with my good friend Stephen Box from Vanguard Tactics right here on YouTube, Rob Dickens from Dread Effects Custom Paint, who a lot of you know of, who just does absolutely stunning work, Jonas Buchluch, who's an incredible artist, who's actually our in-house artist here at Harder and Steenbeck, and we're very, very proud to say that. And then, of course, David Naylor, who I really believe there's only one of him in the world. He has got the capability of creating details to a level that I've never seen before with the airbrush. So I really hope that you enjoy watching these wonderful, wonderful painters work on this absolutely unique motor car. So what you're seeing here, what Rob is doing, it's a really cool technique, and there's a lot of techniques like this with the airbrush where you can put paint on and then manipulate it. So he's kind of mottling it by dabbing and dragging a rag across a metallic. You can also, with metallics, create marbling by hitting it with cellophane afterwards and just kind of dabbing it around. So this is like a foundational layer, which gives the groundwork to create lots more texture and depth, which kind of sets it all up for the metamorphosis that we're trying to create with this car. What we're doing here is we're basically doing a lot of blending and layering to try to portray this heat distress, give the impression that the vehicle's been absolutely pedal to the metal all the time, that's distressed the metal in this way. We're using all of our 2024 airbrushes, and where you see the Infinity popping up, this is not the 2024 model, but we are testing a lot of the 2024 parts inside this test mule, so one of the ones being the heads. I'll come back to that later. The next part here that we're looking at is this rusting, where we're basically just using lots of yellows and dark oranges and some sepias. It's kind of a zenithal technique, really, to create this effect where we're looking at rusting as where rusting would be most likely to occur, probably because everything gets welded in a rush on the Fury Road because everyone is trying to kill you. The welding's probably not that good, and so that's why it's rusting, we think. So here, this little bit that we're doing here over these bullet holes, this is a little bit of what the car's been through, right? So we've used some stencils here to get some sharp edges to create these, and then putting these smoky textures over the bullet impacts as if there's some oil being burnt in the engine bay that's coming out of there. Here we are actually using the Infinity 2024 heads, so getting a little bit of test miles under these just to make sure that all the responses are the way that we want. So this was one of the projects that we've done with those, just to really kind of put them through their paces and make sure that everything is exactly as we want to give it to you. And now we come to David Naylor. Oh my God, this guy is absolutely incredible. And it's just so wonderful to be able to share with you what is actually possible with the airbrush. So we gave him the mission of putting a couple of tiny portraits right by the fuel cap on the car. And this is so difficult. You've got a non-porous surface, the wrap that we're painting onto, and he's doing it with acrylic paints, just normal acrylic paints, but he prepares them in a really unique way. About 90% of his mix is alcohol. He lets it sit for about 10 minutes and then stirs it up again, pops it in the airbrush, and it gives him the ability to paint in this incredibly controlled, extremely detailed way. And it's just an absolute pinnacle of artistic and airbrush achievement, really. Amazing. And then we've got these blood spatters and grim streaks, which are added and crafted with a mix of dark browns and blacks to kind of get into this narrative of all of the things that this vehicle has had to endure. This stage needs like a really delicate balance of color and technique, ensuring that each mark contributes to the story without overwhelming the design. Andreas was happy to let us put the Harder and Steenbeck logo on the hood of the car. So we've done it as kind of a checker plate surrounded by grime and hues, which is kind of like showing that we've been a part of the chaos on the car, which we quite like. And Jonas did a great job of just kind of shadowing around this just to make sure that it really pops off the hood. And so we're really happy to have our logo on there, and Jonas did a great job of that as ever. Now I'm going to go back to my movie voice because I really enjoyed doing it. So,
the vehicle transformed, a testament to the power of art over the mundane. The Joker's Fury is not just a car, it's a narrative on wheels, a masterpiece of dystopian design that marries the madness of its inspiration with the meticulousness of its creation. This transformation was more than just a project, it was a pilgrimage through the possibilities of art and imagination. For more tales of creation and chaos, subscribe. Until next time, let the spirit of anarchy drive you, and remember, paint harder with harder.
Thanks guys, we've had loads of fun making this video for you. Hope you enjoyed it, and there is more stuff coming soon that we're super excited to share with you. You know what it is, it's coming soon. Bear with us while we put all the final details on it. Thanks everyone.